Hi, welcome to Collie Country. My name's Kim. Today we're going to tackle the gardens we're going to use for autumn and winter. They're a bit of a mess. It's going to take a bit of work, but hopefully we'll get through most of it today. First the whippersnipping. God, I hope there's no snakes. Oops, almost pick up. Safety first. Just found this giant hole while whippersnipping. I don't know, snake hole, toad hole, whatever it is, I'm leaving it alone. Ran out of whippersnipper cord just as it started raining. Oh, so hot. Almost ran into a big bastard down here. Let me show you. Nearly ran into this big bastard. Can you see him? I don't really want to get any closer. Gross. Fucking hate spiders. They're disgusting. Freak me out. Got a bit of the whippersnipping done, but ran out of cord, so it's starting to rain. But let me show you the seeds I've started for this season. Man, I'm unfit. Bit of whippersnipping, I'm all out of breath and all sweaty. But let me show you the seeds we've started. We've still got heaps more to start, but this was a good start. I was freaked out in here. I've seen 2 snakes in here so far. But we started our tomatoes. Plenty of tomatoes started. You might be thinking, what? Tomatoes for winter? But we don't get any frost here. I think looking at the historical forecast, it's never gotten below 4 degrees Celsius here. So like that's the coldest it's ever gotten. So we should be good to grow pretty much everything in winter. So we've got some brassicas. Well, I've got some kale, some other kale, bok choy, silver beet. These are all tomatoes. These are all tomatoes. Some of them haven't come up yet, but the seed was kind of old, so. Some zucchini, some yellow zucchini. The green ones haven't come up. That's all right. Beetroots. I use the method of just growing them in these clumps and then planting them out in these clumps. I've always found that's worked so much better for me. And then you just pick the biggest ones as they come along, and then the smaller ones will grow a bit more. It's always worked really well for me. Anytime I've tried to just direct sow them, they haven't done so well, which could very well be my way of doing it, or the dogs love running through the garden. We've got some spring onions. Gonna have heaps of those, but I was not really sure how well they were going to germinate. As you can see, my onions, bulby onions, haven't done anything. But my leeks have come up well, and that's all we've got seeded so far. In this greenhouse, I've got some Cape gooseberries. They've grown really well. They just haven't flowered, and I think it's because it's in the greenhouse. I think it needs more, bit more outdoor action. But it was worth an experiment. We can try again next year. This cucumber that's grown all the leaves and no fruit. Once again, I'm not sure if it was just too hot and the blooms just fall off, or if it was the lack of pollinators. But we've been leaving the door open lately, and I saw a little bee in here, so hopefully he's doing his job. Basil, it's grown really well. Some sort of poop on it. Who knows what that is? Could be anything. Got some herbs in here, some sage, oregano, thyme, and some parsley. I'm sure it'll go to seed really soon. That's looking pretty good for now. A few flowers on this side. But yeah, we've still got quite a few things to plant and grow. But for now, let's get back to this garden. All right, let's see if we can get some of these gardens cleaned out. I've got to wear gloves. I never used to, but yeah, there's far more creepy crawlies here. Big one. Look at the size of that snail. Bloody thing. Now this garden doesn't have a great deal of dirt in it, and I'm pretty sure they've actually put a tarp under all of this, maybe, or maybe under half of it. As you can see, there's definitely like a tarp under the greenhouse, and I think it might come through to under this garden bed. Hasn't done a great job of controlling the weeds, to be fair. So I'm just going to fill it up this season, put some more compost in it. I think I'll just put some shallow rooted crops in this garden for this winter. Try again next year, dig it all up and see if there is a tarp underneath it. Yep, at the moment I'm buying dirt in bags. Until we can make our own compost, I'll be doing that for this year. It's just too expensive to get dirt hauled in here by the truckload, so it'll be slow and steady getting these gardens built up. Some bloody rat or something's been into this one. This is just organic compost you just buy from Bunnings, a mite of 10. It's about as good as you can get without paying a truckload for it. At the moment I'm just using what I can get. Get some food growing. Now for the mulch. I like to use sugarcane mulch. One, surrounded by sugarcane farms up here, so it's in abundance, and also I find it breaks down really well. So topping it up once a year, some good organic matter goes into the soil as it breaks down, and it does a pretty good job of water retention and keeping the weeds down. Do it a couple of centimeters thick and it works really well. Now, if I can give anyone living in a hot climate a big tip, it's mulch. Mulch, mulch, mulch. As thick as you can. So the water retention is so important when it gets so hot up here all the time. All right, one half done. As for this other half, I'm going to leave the okra in, seeing as it seems to be growing well now it's overcome the grasshoppers. Check this out, little okra flower. I'm excited to try okra. The plants are doing all right. Oh look, we have an okra. Very cool. It'll probably be bigger by tonight. I've heard they grow really fast. Some other volunteer plant, I have no idea. It could be cucumber, rock melon, who knows. I guess we'll see if it grows anything. This corn, it's a bit rubbish, to be fair. Look at, like it's grown some kernels, but teeny tiny ones, and I think between the rats and the bugs and potentially the possums, it's going to be chook food. So let's pull this all out and reset this end of the bed. Alright, it's getting to the middle of the day. It's way too hot to be outside. I can feel my skin getting sunburnt, even though I've got all the sunscreen on. But for now, we'll see you next time. Bye! Oh, sleepy puppies. You sleepy puppies.